morning, Winthrop Vikings.
Today is November 12th and we are following a day 6 schedule.
We have pep rally swiftly approaching and all the classes are getting jacked up for the big competitions. On top of fun, we here at WHS also want to try to spread some holiday cheer in a way of giving back to our community. Part of that is food wars.
Thanksgiving can be a tough time for some families, so let's make it a little bit easier. Each grade will have a donation box in the main lobby starting Monday, November 8th. Please donate as much food as you can.
Families will likely need Thanksgiving food, so items like canned cranberry sauce, box stuffing, and canned veggies will be very in demand. Non-perishable items only, please.
All the foods we will collect will be donated to a local food bank. Whichever class donates the most will win and earn 10 points for your grade.
Returning this year will also be Teacher Pie in the Face. During each lunch, you may donate your spare change to help decide which teacher will get a pie in the face.
Your money will help Stuco sponsor different school-wide events throughout the year. Visit the Stuco table in the lobby to donate starting on Monday, November 8th.
Teachers that are included are Miss McKinnon, Miss Baker, Mr. Crombie, Mr. Leonardo, Mr. Parsons, and Miss Kelly.
I, for one, would love to see Miss Baker get a pie in the face, provided we clean up after and make sure no turtles were hurt in the process.
Now on to our main stories of the day. WHS has introduced a few new clubs this year that have been forming over the last couple months.
Here is Wake Up Winthrop's Ava Abbott with information about the debate club and the new cooking club.
Good morning. My name is Ava Abbott from Wake Up Winthrop, and today we want to focus on the two new clubs here at Winthrop High School that have begun to accept members and hold meetings. The WHS community is excited to have the cooking club and debate club as part of our school fabric. The Debate Club is an after-school club that is brand new to Winthrop High and gives you the chance to discuss different topics in an environment where all political views are welcome. It is also a place where you can get better at public speaking or become more educated on different topics. The club has already begun to discuss a few topics and are always looking for more members to join the conversation.
So Debate Club was actually founded by two students here that came up to me and asked me to be the club advisor. So the structure is essentially Debate Club meets in my classroom, room 302, and we have our desks set up in a circle, and we informally debate topics of the students choosing. So students choose the topics in the previous meeting, and then we come in and we informally debate them together and listen to each other's opinions, and it has been very successful thus far.
It's our debate club because back in 2020, during the election cycle, I got really interested in politics and philosophy, and so I thought it'd be cool to start a debate club. I don't think it's ever been done in Winthrop, so yeah.
My favorite part about being the advisor is honestly listening to the conversations that all the students have. They have excellent ideas and excellent opinions, and I love listening to the discourse and how friendly it is and how everyone's allowed to have their own opinion, and they're all still friends and friendly to each other while debating some intense topics.
My favorite topic I debated so far was probably, can crime be justified? I think that's a philosophical question, and I think everyone was very divisive on it, so yeah.
My favorite debate topic that they have debated so far was probably, all right, so I have two. My first was the very first one because it was funny, where they debated if orange juice was orange or yellow, and people got very intensely into it, pulling up color charts on my board. But the most serious one that I loved was whether free speech should have limits. And that was a very intense topic for the kiddos to talk about, and it was nice to hear the varying opinions and them discuss it together.
I'd probably urge anyone that's interested in politics or is interested in arguing or philosophy or anything like that.
So we meet every Thursday in room 302. In the future, I hope to continue to have debates where they're student-driven. I love how this club is student-driven because the students get to choose the topics, so it's something that is very interesting to them. In the future, I hope to continue to hold weekly meetings and to discuss topics that interests the student body.
I'd like to see a lot more intense arguments, and as well as diverse ideas that are brought to the table, and I think that'd make it very, very interesting.
Next up, we are taking a look into Cooking Club and all the important skills that you will learn and master. The Cooking Club is looking to get into the mix and start baking up something special. This is an exciting new opportunity for students to get involved.
I joined Cooking Club because I thought it would be fun. I wanted to learn how to cook. I already knew how to bake stuff and I was pretty good at it, but I didn't know how to make any meals.
So Cooking Club is basically just, we have a group of kids that literally just come in and cook. We're trying to branch out into different things like baking versus cooking and kind of things from different cultural backgrounds. And that is pretty much it. Just come in, let's see if we can cook something as a group and hope it tastes good.
I think people should join the club because cooking and baking is a really necessary skill, just generally for being alive. And it's fun to do in groups, so be interesting.
I truly think it's a skill that everybody needs. You're going to have to cook a meal for yourself at some point, so knowing just the basics, like even just how to make a cookie, I think is super useful. And I think it's really, really fun. So very useful and really enjoyable.
Everything that we made so far would probably have to be the cookies that we baked together. I made a giant pan-shaped one, and those came out great, so maybe those, yeah.
My favorite part is I get to meet a lot of students that I don't have, which is a lot of fun, and they can kind of work together in groups and have a really good time. So it's pretty relaxed, but I really enjoy meeting other students that I wouldn't have the chance to have as well.
We don't know yet. We might end up cooking something because we baked last time, so we'll see.
What's up next for the club? Well, we're going to do a big fundraiser in November. But as for what we are cooking, I'm going to put that out to the group and kind of give them a survey, and maybe we can come to a group consensus about what comes next.
And that's all for this story. Make sure to check out these new clubs, and back to you guys in the studio.
I could debate about how much I love cooking all day. Maybe I should join.
I wonder if they'd be down for a pumpkin pie sometime soon.
Now on to our amazing teams. We had pre-recorded this segment due to the short week and will not be able to bring you the updates, but here's a recap of last week's games with Shannon Abbott.
Hi, I'm Shannon Abbott with Winthrop, and this week we're doing a quick recap on our fall sports teams as they competed in their first playoff round. Our cheer, football, and boys soccer had an outstanding performance and advanced to the next round of the playoffs.
The Winthrop High School cheer squad competed in the NECs this past Sunday and placed 5th in the large pack of excellent teams. With their score of a 76, they were able to qualify for regionals. They will now compete to qualify for state this upcoming Sunday. We caught up with Juliana Demers to hear how the competition went and what they need to work on before next weekend.
I think the competition went really great. Our score was a 76 and we needed a 66 to qualify, so now we're going to regionals and I'm really excited. So I think that our team's biggest strength is definitely their tumbling. I think our tumbling is probably the best in our division, so I think that that's going to push us through. For the next competition, we're definitely working on keeping consistent and hitting all our stunts and definitely just staying up there. So I think that for regionals, we're definitely going to have to keep our confidence up and definitely stay clean during our routine because sometimes we get a little tired.
The football team continued to shine on Friday, blasting South Hadley away with a 35-0 win. Welvis Acosta stole the show with 3 touchdowns and Cam Martin with 1. Pete Jervich forced a fumble that Mikey Chav scooped up and ran within the 10-yard line. It was an excellent showing and very promising going into next week.
I got one of my touchdowns in the first quarter, and then the rest of my touchdowns were in the second half. They were mostly on the goal line, so I wouldn't be able to do it without my linemen, so thank you to them. Our team's biggest strength was, our defense. We really got to read our keys. Our defense was doing an excellent job at doing their job. Pete Jervich really stepped up. Everyone saw that fumble that he caused. But yeah, he's been doing really well lately. What we're trying to do is, Rockland runs a difficult defense, basically same plays but different, out of different formations. So we're just trying to pick up on those formations and yeah, just read our keys.
Our boys soccer team dominated over South Conley with an 8-3 win. The whole team had an outstanding performance. Gustav with 4 out of the 8 goals and others scored by Ryan Gafori, Eamon, Carlos, and Geronimo.
I think we came out really strong last game, getting a couple goals really early, and then defense locked it down for most of it. And we just were out there ready to have some fun, and the home crowd definitely helped. I think we got to limit the amount of mistakes that we have as a team, and having a little bit of a lead kind of helped us, and making 1 or 2 mistakes here and there. They didn't cost us as much as they would if it was a tight game. So mostly just tightening up mistakes that we make on the field would definitely benefit us in going into next game. Next game, I think we really have to play this team hard. It's going to be a battle back and forth, and we just got to really outwork them. The intensity has to pick up a bit, and we just overall have to outplay them in order to get a win.
Good luck to our teams as they move on to the next round. The boys soccer team played on Wednesday night and the football team played on Thursday night, but we were unable to provide an outcome due to the timing. We will update you next week on how our teams did. Thank you. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Shannon. We will be sure to update everyone on how our football and soccer team did this week. I'm sure that the games are very excellent.
Hopefully we have some good news for each of these teams next week. Finally, we would be remiss here at Wake Up Winthrop if we didn't recognize the importance of yesterday, November 11th.
November 11th marks a holiday where we take time to honor and recognize our amazing veterans. Here with some facts and history about Veterans Day is our own Welvis.
I'm Elvis Acosta with Wake Up Winthrop, and yesterday, with it being Veterans Day, let's take some time out of our day to appreciate our veterans in Winthrop and around the country. Every day, soldiers risk their lives for our protection and our safety, and we wanted to take a moment to appreciate what our veterans have to go through every single day for the freedoms and lifestyle that we are afforded. It is imperative to appreciate what our veterans have done for us and for our country, and caught up with some members of the student body to hear some facts about our amazing veterans.
5.9 million veterans served during the Vietnam War.
933,000 veterans have served during the Korean War.
In 1938, Veterans Day was officially named a legal holiday.
7.8 million served in the Gulf War era.
19 million living veterans have served in at least one war as of April 2021.
Of the 16 million veterans that served in World War II, only 200,000 of them are alive today.
Yeah, I definitely think Veterans Day is a slept-on holiday, because I plan on going to the military myself, but my grandpa lost both his legs at war. It obviously affects them a long time, and they do it for our freedom. My great-grandpa, he fought in the war. Both of his Purple Hearts are still in my closet. I really think it's a slept-on holiday. They deserve a lot more, you know?
Alright, so Veterans Day means a lot to me because I've had a lot of people in my family who have served. I feel like that holiday doesn't really get enough recognition, because it's really to celebrate who served and who hasn't, show them support, I guess. But yeah, it's really important to me.
Thank you for all the veterans that are serving our country right now, or that did serve our country. I appreciate it. Everybody appreciates it.
Hopefully everyone was able to take some time out of their day to acknowledge and appreciate what these veterans do for us on a daily basis. That's all I got for you guys today, and back to you guys in the stew.
Thank you to all that have served our country. The Winthrop High School community appreciates all that you have done.
That's it for us this week. Thank you for tuning in and have a great weekend. Roll
Vikes!